Aloha, good morning. I don't think it's lunchtime yet. It's just about the 11:22 on a Monday. We just finished up our sixth movement. Fifth movement. Spent the weekend working. We did a IA soccer league on Saturday, and then we did continuity basketball yesterday. So Monday definitely feels like Monday today. But we haven't done nothing that interesting yet. We did a couple of loads down to the plastic distributor and stood by offloaded, and then took the empty back to our terminal so they could be reloaded. At which point we just picked up a SIT that was headed to Kauai, I think. Yeah. Headed to Kauai. And we have a load. It's empty inside the Pearl Harbor. It's like a flat rack. Bundles of tubing on a flat rack. So I don't know if she wants me to do that yet or not. Let's see what's going on. And Mondays, I feel like we're warming up. Hello, I'm feeling your medicine. To go to that Pearl Harbor, or okay, all right. She said, I have something else, but go do that first. So we just used the restroom. We're down here on the waterfront. Monday ship is in, but it's that time of day where everybody goes to lunch. So I already had my lunch. I guess we'll bobtail over to Pearl Harbor, get on base, head over to building 393 where the flat rack's at, pick it up, and bring it back here. It's like 7 miles there, 7 miles back. all the straps off, so if they're gonna move it, now they gotta restrap it again. Logistics. Gate here. This is the main gate into Pearl Harbor. It's where Nimitz Highway ends or begins, however you're looking at it. We can come out of this gate and get right up onto the interstate and head out to the Campbell Industrial area. We made it here to the grocery store distribution warehouse. We're at the satellite terminal, which is Del Monte mayonnaise. And co-driver's already here picking that one up. So we're going to head over to the main terminal on the other side, which is pasta, seasonings. Containers here. We're gonna run inside and get the paperwork, and that'll probably shine some light on it. So spices 276882. Bunch of OS&D stuff inside, so we'll have to take this back to our terminal and let them figure out the 76852. doors open because security's going to want to look inside. Make a note of what we're taking out, taking back for their records. Then we'll let dispatch know we got some merchandise coming back. They'll let the warehouse know that when we get back. Probably just offload it real quick and then take the empty back to the shipping truck. They'll make that decision once we get back to the terminal. So typical Monday, things don't always go as smooth as you want them to. Grocery store distribution warehouse terminal, and now there's like 3 pallets of a product, 2 soup-based seasoning type pallets, and 1 individual serving size mayonnaise product. So yeah, making our way back to our terminal. From here to there, it's about 23 miles. Nice drive. I call this a good run. Gets us out of the city for a while. I listened to the news of the day. I guess 2 big things in the news. They identified 2 more people from the fire. They were, again, both elderly. Seems to be the trend. Kilauea volcano is erupting, but it's in a real safe area so people can come and visit it. That's not all that's in the news today as far as on the radio here locally. But it definitely feels like a Monday to me. Just super excited about work today. Nothing seems to be going that smoothly. One of those days, but we're getting them down, working on our 6th movement of the day. Empty container with some leftover product headed back to our terminal. I'm going to do a quick offload and then more than likely dump the container. It's been one of those days. Just now firing on all cylinders. Yeah, we came in, we took a load down to the plastic distributor, and when we went through the freight, it was missing 8 pallets of packaging. So I had 2 loads going there, so we went back and got the second load. I looked inside, I didn't see the 8 pallets, so I talked to the warehouse guys. They found the 8 pallets in the warehouse, and we said, oh, let's just throw it in the second container, but only 6 pallets would fit. so we left 2 behind. And we got down to the plastic distributor, and one of the 6 pallets I brought down wasn't even their freight, which meant it was labeled incorrectly on the mailing. So it wasn't the loader's fault. It was tagged right as far as he was concerned, but it wasn't the right type of freight. So we took that wrong freight back to our terminal. Then we took the SIT load into the shipping terminal, after which we went to Pearl Harbor, and you saw what happened there. That flat rack is still full. So then we went out to the Campbell Industrial area and picked up the OS&D from the grocery store distribution. Took that back to our terminal, and our terminal is like, they're desperate for empty containers because there's so much on the dock right now that needs to be loaded. So we've just been leaving all of our empties there. And then I come down to pick up this empty. No big deal. But it's an empty container. I'm supposed to pick it up, take it back to the shipping terminal. And there's a pin lock on it. According to the warehouse supervisor there, I guess this was accidentally taken out to the regional distribution or the local distribution warehouse and then brought back here to their terminal because they wanted us to take it in. We didn't make that mistake. The other, like I say, a lot of these big companies, they have several trucking companies working for them, and every now and then trucking company will pick up the wrong container and take it to the wrong store. And so they'll make the mistake, but then they'll make the other trucking company that's supposed to be hauling the freight fix the mistake. Because that's what happened this time. So we're fixing the mistake. Those kind of days. nothing really horrible is happening. It's just things aren't clicking the way they should. It's Monday, basically, is what I'm saying. So we're taking this empty 45-foot container back to the shipping terminal, Sand Island, from the big box offsite warehouse here in Salt Lake. Nice 7-mile trip. To be our 7th movement of the day. We just talked to dispatch, and then actually we couldn't get a hold of dispatch, so then we called the night dispatcher. He said, go ahead, shut them down. We just brought that empty from the big box offsite warehouse back here to the shipping terminal, Sand Island. Got the empty stripped off, chassis parked right here on the waterfront. Now we can bobtail back to our terminal and shut it down. Even with all the confusion today, it was still a really easy day. Community list is a solid 3 pages, but it didn't seem that busy at all. It just seemed a little unorganized or a little confusing at times. We got all our LTLs off the ship and back to the terminal because they're loading the Monday ship. Yeah, we definitely had the Monday blues today. Came in at 6. We'll be out of here by 3:20 probably. Looks like we did 8 movements, but that's not true. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 fulls. 1, 2, 3, 4 empties, and 1 soup out. That's the flat rack that wasn't ready. I don't know what that means, soup out, but when I was a tour bus driver, you would stand by to pick up one-day tours. The one-day tour was primarily Japanese tourists that you'd pick them up at 6:30 in the morning at their hotel, and you take them out to the airport for like 7:30 flight. They'd go to one of the neighbor islands and be picked up by a tour bus, and then they'd tour the island all day long, a whole one-day tour of the island. And then they'd come back around 6 o'clock at night. We'd pick them up at the airport, take them back to the hotel. What would happen a lot of times on those one-day tours, because those flights leave every half an hour, they didn't really worry about being late, because they could always get their tour group onto the next flight. And so you'd be waiting at the airport for your group to come in at 7:30, and the flight would come in and they wouldn't be on it because they're going to take the 8 o'clock flight. Meanwhile, the 8 o'clock driver is waiting for his group, and they're just going to combine the two together. So after waiting for an hour at the airport to pick these people up, it'd be like 327. Yeah, your run's been souped out. That was pretty typical. Happened quite often. Or, you know, bad weather would soup out the day tours to the beach barbecue and stuff like that. But that's about it today. We're headed home. We're gonna cook up some. It's not roasted vegetables, but stir-fried vegetables with tofu. So it's a little same theme as the roasted vegetables, which I love, but we're going to do it in this big Teflon pan because it makes the tofu nice and crispy. My wife likes it. And then we'll just throw in the chow som and the carrots and the onions and the mushrooms and I think that's about it. Put a chicken teriyaki sauce over everything and call it dinner. We got rice already made. I need to make a big garden salad. There's a bunch of salad makings, so we'll do that. Try to eat healthy. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.